Invincible season 4 episode 8. Geez Louise, man, when is Mark going to learn his lesson? There is no beating this dude. You know, I kind of feel bad for him because in a way he did have to agree to his terms. I mean, what other choice did he have? Let's be real. This is genuinely like a David versus Goliath situation, except that Goliath actually has full titanium armor and he also has an AK-47, so you're not beating this Goliath. I mean, it's just completely outmatched. So his hands were essentially tied. And at first I was asking the question of like, why on earth did that detection system that they spent so long building not work? But then of course you realize that they were living amongst them the entire time, which is absolutely insane to think about. So the PTSD visions that Mark were having were actually not too far off when you think about it, because all those nightmares that he was seeing when it came to his mom and his brother and everyone else dying could have happened at any moment since they were there on the planet since the very beginning when they came back. So maybe those visions were signs of what was going to happen in the near future. I don't know. On top of that, look at my nigga Creed. Come on, man. Look at the general. Another side note too, man, I was surprised Omni-Man was kind of nonchalant about Debbie hopping on to the ship with him and stuff like that. I guess at the end of the day though, he would probably feel like he doesn't have a right to say no, and if he were to try to combat her on that and say it's too dangerous, I don't want you to go, she would say, who the hell are you to tell me to, you know, not do anything and not go see my son? On top of that, isn't it also crazy how nonchalant the breakup between her and OG nigga Thyrax Pyrax Paul went? You know, I thought motherfucking Draco sliding Paul, you know, turtleneck demon, I thought that breakup would have been a lot more dramatic. I didn't really pay attention to when that happened in the anime. I mean, when that happened in the comics, but you know, it's interesting to see that they just talked about, oh yeah, we broke up months ago. So I guess that happened just in a casual setting, and now Omni-Man and Debbie are on their road to recovery, I guess. Also, we did have that little miniature scene when Eve finally came out with the fact that she was pregnant with Mark's child until she decided to kill the motherfucker. And I mean, she had no choice really, because you know, he was scared and didn't really know what to do in situations like that, and he was going to be gone for who knows how long, and now he's afraid and concerned, but she had to reassure him that everything was going to be okay. So that was like a nice little, you know, I guess you could say a little hint to the romantic side of Invincible and how their relationship's going to progress into the future. But y'all saw those PTSD flashbacks, right? Man, these moments were absolutely insane. Jesus Christ. I mean, when I saw this, the first time, of course, I didn't know it was PTSD. I was like, oh my God, they just killed Debbie. She's gone, bruh. I thought she was truly invincible. Cue the music in the cutscene. Wow. But you know, man, him having these flashbacks, and I wonder if they're going to actually dive into him getting that professional help, because somewhere in the episode he was talking to Cecil about how he needs the professional help that Cecil told him about in previous seasons. So maybe that's going to help him recover, but probably not now, since he knows that they're actually on the earth. So his PTSD flashbacks were kind of like an indication of what's to come. Then of course we get to the very end of the episode. Y'all know, after a little bit of the credits roll and it gets quiet, it's going to show you a little sneak peek, and man, Thaddeus led Alan to that motherfucking Scourge 2.0 virus. Holy shit. So I wonder what he's going to do with that, how he's going to deploy that. If he is Omni-Man going to stop him? Man, there are so many things right now. Is Mark going to let Eve know the agreement that he was just forced to agree upon when it comes to Thrag? I mean, what's going to happen? But I'm looking forward to it, y'all. Let me know what you're looking forward to the most when it comes to, I guess, season 5 of Invincible. I think they said it was going to be coming out in 2027 around April. So we've pretty much got an entire year until we get anything new. So we're going to have to really deep dive into lore and random other pieces of content, maybe power scaling versus battles, you know, things you might have missed and stuff like that. But man, what an amazing season, right? What an amazing season. I would say the entire season from the very beginning to the end. I mean, it had its slow moments, but so does every show. But man, they made up for it, especially in the last episode before this one. Thrag, man, jeez. You know, no matter how tough he seemed like in the comics, being able to just see it animated just brings a whole new level of what the skibidi. All right, y'all, I'm leaving. Goodbye.